ABC 10 News at 10.
Right now, a South Monroe woman behind bars after police say she stabbed her boyfriend and attacked him with a coffee cup. And a shooting outside an Alabama college campus has left one dead and 4 others injured. The latest in the search for the suspect. Plus, a new place for comic lovers in the Twin Cities to enjoy. Hello and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Bria Jones. Randall Newsom has the night off. Our top story at 10, a Monroe woman arrested after police say she stabbed her boyfriend and attacked him with a coffee mug. 26-year-old Wandesha Baker was arrested Saturday night after police say they were called to her home around 8 p.m. Officers say Baker admitted she and her boyfriend got into an argument, leading her to become violent. Police say Baker took a broken coffee mug and hit her boyfriend in the head. He's been treated at St. Francis Hospital for a stab wound in the back and several other injuries. Baker's charged with aggravated battery. A Louisiana police officer and Wynn Parish man were killed in a crash. According to Louisiana State Police, the crash happened Friday evening on Highway 71 in Grant Parish. Investigators say the crash involved a 2006 Ford police unit that belonged to Montgomery Police Department Assistant Chief 24-year-old Kurt Ricks and a Ford pickup driven by 65-year-old Gary Pender of Wynn Parish. Ricks and Pender were pronounced dead on the scene. A passenger in the pickup was taken to a nearby hospital for treatment. Louisiana State Police are investigating. And across the region, a man was shot and killed and 4 others wounded in a shooting near Auburn University in Alabama. The shooting happened in a popular bar area across the street from campus. Auburn police were clearing people who were celebrating a win Saturday evening when shots were fired. A 20-year-old man from Tuskegee was found dead at the scene. 3 others wounded were teenagers. The university's emergency alert system sent a tweet at around 4 a.m. warning students to stay away from the area. There's no information at this point about the shooter or any arrest. And we now know the name of the Dallas police officer who went into the wrong unit in her apartment complex and killed a man. Tonight, Officer Amber Geiger is under arrest. All this while the community remembers the young man killed inside his own apartment. Melissa Rainey has a closer look.
New details surfacing about a shooting that left a man dead inside his own apartment. Dallas police have identified Amber Geiger as the off-duty officer who killed 26-year-old Botham John.
There are people who are very angry. They're calling me, what are we going to do?
Authorities say the officer shot John after entering an apartment she mistakenly thought was her own. Police are now revealing the officer is a 4-year veteran of the department and was involved in another shooting incident last year when a suspect took her taser. The city's police chief says it's unclear what led to this recent shooting.
We are working as vigorously and as meticulously as we can to ensure the integrity of this case.
The Texas Rangers have taken over the investigation and have postponed seeking a warrant on manslaughter charges. The city's mayor is pledging a full investigation.
For anyone that questions whether we're going to get to the truth of this, there should be no doubters. We will find out exactly what happened.
John worked at PricewaterhouseCoopers and was a worship leader and a Bible study teacher. This weekend, his church paid tribute to him as friends and family mourn his loss and await answers.
I could not give up because of both of them. I'm right now in his death. I can never give up.
I'm Melissa Rainey reporting.
We are now just days away from the 17th anniversary of 9/11. The World Trade Center Cortlandt Street Station is open. The station officially reopened Saturday, nearly 17 years after the World Trade Center collapsed above in the terrorist attacks. The new station pays tribute to its history with artwork that includes words from the Declaration of Independence. MTA's chairman said WTC Cortlandt is more than a new station. It's symbolic of New Yorkers' resolve. A 2017 report said more than 1.7 billion riders use the city's subway system every year. And Monroe's biggest comic, superhero, and gaming fans have a new place to get together to battle, read, and collect. Saturday, Villains Comics opened in Monroe across from Cartown, bringing people from all over the area together, regardless of their age. The grand opening hosted a local band, food, and face painting. Villains plans to make their place a friendly, fun, and welcoming environment.
We have a little bit of everything. You know, we wanted to open basically a novelty shop for any collector, whether it be, you know, comic books, action figures, Pokemon, Magic, D&D, whatever. We have a little media center where you can play games, video games or board games, just a little bit for anybody.
This grand opening comes after Geeked Out Gaming in Monroe closed unexpectedly. About 2 weeks ago, Villains Comics plans to keep the spirits of all gamers and comic lovers alive. And today was the end of the annual Cotton Stakes Classic at the Ike Hamilton Expo. For 1 week, cowboys and cowgirls from as far away as Canada came to participate in the show. This year, the event showcased over 750 horses and just over 4,000 cattle, bringing in over $9 million that will boost the economy here in West Monroe. The next showcase will be held in February. And make sure you download our brand new standalone weather app. You can set locations to make sure you're notified about dangerous weather headed your way. It's the only app where you can see our NBC 10 Storm Tracker Doppler on your phone. Download it today in the Apple Play Store or on Google Play. And coming up on NBC 10 News at 10, a Louisiana woman says coyotes have killed more than 20 of her cats, while she says she now fears for her safety in less than 3 minutes.
And most of us did see rainfall today. Some saw more than others. Some saw upwards of 3 inches today. We are not quite done yet. Coming up later in the show, I'll talk about how long those rain chances are expected to stick around for most of the Arklamists. You're watching NBC 10 News at 10.
Save the date, Thursday, September 13th at the Monroe Civic Center. It's the one and only Ladies' Night Out. The one night to see more local boutiques in one place. Support SOS Pets of Ouachita by purchasing your tickets now. Limited booth space is still available, so call the number on your screen today.
Announcing the Great Gas Card Giveaway, where the gas money could keep getting bigger and bigger. Enter today at Hickson Ford or myarklamists.com.
Some of the tastiest and freshest food around at the Fat Pelican in Monroe. Prepared from scratch daily, the Fat Pelican serves up premium burgers such as the American, fresh seafood like the shrimp and polenta, the fresh fish special, mouth-watering steaks, and amazing desserts. Everything down to the fries are made in-house. It just doesn't get any fresher. Need to unwind? The Fat Pelican is a great place to relax and have a local brew. Fresh, local, the Fat Pelican in Monroe.
Our pilots come from all walks of life. They're doctors, lawyers, farmers, coming together for the common good of all of our patients going to specialized treatment facilities. We have plenty of patients. We're looking for pilots willing to transport patients. Our pilots fly any types of equipment from 172 single-engine Cessnas through jets. We try to make a difference in people's lives. And right now, we're flying 15 to 25 missions a week. We feel like we have a great opportunity to help a lot more of our friends and neighbors.
10 continues.
A Doosan woman says coyotes have caused her and her family heartache, tears, and pain over the past 2 months. She says she's lost enough and doesn't want others to go through what she did.
They're coming every single night, sometimes during the day too. They're coming way too close, too often, and I don't know what to do about the problem.
Jenny Hoosiers says her family took in a community of cats that lost their home in a fire a year ago. But recently, the cats had been disappearing at an alarming rate.
No blood, no body parts, no trace of them at all. So I thought, they were running away. You don't think something's actually killing them and leaving nothing.
Hoosiers says she then installed cameras throughout the property to see what was happening.
They break the neck or, the throat, and they take it to the den to eat. They don't eat it right there. So that's that's how they kill, and it's traumatic, and it's horrible to think of your pet dying that way.
So far, her family has lost 25 cats, and she tells me her daughters have even had a run-in with one of the coyotes.
She ran, and I just stood there because I was nervous and I didn't know what to do.
Because Hoosiers doesn't know what the animals are capable of, she no longer feels comfortable letting her daughters play outside as often.
We're not allowed to come down here, go in the field, pick berries anymore when they do, because every time we feel scared to come out here and we feel like we're endangered when we come.
Hoosiers says although the coyotes may not go away anytime soon, she just wants the community to be aware so they don't go through the same pain her family had to go through.
It's hard losing pets. We love them. I mean, we care for them, and knowing that we can't do anything to stop this from happening, it's upsetting. It really is. And I would love to be able to tell everybody that the coyotes are there, they're out there, and putting up your pets at night, because they could easily disappear too.
That was Rebecca Markowin reporting. Hoosier says when the family found out coyotes were killing the cats, they started taking precautions and now bring them inside their home at night to keep them safe. So, Brian, you're here. What can we expect?
Yeah, you know, a lot of us saw rainfall today. Some of us even saw some heavy rain. We had some flooding in some parts of the ArkLaMiss today. We're going to keep those rain chances around at least for the next day or so. I'll have more coming up next in Maine weather. You're watching NBC 10 News at 10.
It's one of the most anticipated midterm elections in history, and NBC News has full coverage from across the country to your local team. How will it impact you? Join NBC for complete coverage of Decision 2018.
Honestly, I was not a blood donor before. I have a phobia, but what changed it all, I went early one Friday. The LifeShare bus was there, and there's a sign there, and it says, if you would like to donate blood in Helen Forgey's honor, you know, this is my daughter. Makes me realize how selfish I've been by letting a thing like a needle phobia stand in my way.
The road to the LPGA returns to El Dorado, Arkansas, September 14th through the 16th with the Symetra Tours Murphy USA El Dorado Shootout, presented by PepsiCo at Mystic Creek Golf Club. The future stars of the LPGA will once again compete for a $150,000 total purse. Daily admission is free, courtesy of First Financial Bank, and proceeds from the tournament benefit Campfire El Dorado. Don't miss the Murphy USA El Dorado Shootout, the weekend of September 14th through 16th.
Hi, we're Hyphen Local, a digital agency in West Monroe that develops and activates digital media campaigns that drive results. Our sweet spot is the intersection between digital media and local expertise. Your business gets to work directly with a local account executive who understands the local market, and each campaign is supported by an entire team of digital specialists. We have been customizing digital solutions all over the area and have a proven track record for success. We look forward to working with you and showing you how we can grow your business.
Advantage Health Plan, we're always on the go. That's why we get our news from the Fox 14 NBC 10 mobile news app. Download the app today to get faster news updates and breaking news alerts. Best of all, it's free. Brought to you by Advantage Health Plan.
Closed captioning, sponsored by Vantro Toyota. Right on the corner, right on the price. With meteorologist Brian Briggs.
Well, good Sunday night to you. I hope you stayed dry today, as most of us did see a lot of rainfalls. We had a front move through the area today, and that's actually good news. It did keep a lid on our temperatures, and we're actually sitting pretty well tonight. 73 degrees here in Monroe, and feels like 72, so not bad. Even with all the moisture in the air, still feeling pretty nice outside. A live storm tracker Doppler radar brought to you by E. Orm Young is now quiet. It was very busy today as we had a nice line of storms develop across most of the ArkLaMiss, and then it kind of stalled out in this area. And there's a particular area that I'm going to go mention later in the show, somewhere between Caldwell and Wynn parishes. They received a ton of rainfall tonight with a storm that just kind of sat there. Temperatures right now are looking really nice. We're even seeing one upper 60 in Greenville, and most of us are in the lower 70s. And yeah, there is a little bit of a cooler and drier air mass up in southern Arkansas behind the front. As you can see down by Natchez and Natchitoches, they're still warm and humid, as our state's kind of divided as far as a boundary. I wouldn't even call it a front, it's just a weak boundary at this point. And it moved a little bit south today, and it's going to move back north. And that did allow us to only get up to 87 degrees today because we had a lot of cloud cover and rain. So I guess we're thankful for that. You know, maybe a slight taste of fall depends on, you know, it depends on if that's fall weather or not for you. So the rainfall over the last 24 hours, again, I mentioned there's this green sliver right here in parts of Wynne and Caldwell Parish, and they had a storm sit over them for about 2 hours or so, and it dropped upwards of 3 inches of rain on this town. So there was some reports of localized flooding, and yeah, you know, other than that section, some of us picked up, you know, some scattered rain amounts, and we'll expect to see this continuing into Monday. I don't think it'll be as widespread as what we saw. So there's that boundary that I mentioned. It says it's a cold front on here. It's pretty much just a boundary at this point, because there's really not much cold air behind it. But what this is going to do is later tonight into tomorrow, this is going to actually lift back northward into southern Arkansas, and it's going to put us back into that warm and humid air mass that we've been pretty much stuck in over the last few months or so, you know, the summertime air mass. But we're going to get some rain showers and storms out of it just here and there through Monday. Again, kind of just the hit or miss Friday. I don't think we'll see as much as we saw yesterday. And then we have a little bit of energy moving in from Texas for Tuesday that may enhance some shower and thunderstorm activity for the ArkLaMiss. So if you're hoping for rainfall, I think we'll have a pretty good shot of seeing rain at least for Monday and Tuesday. And then we'll get some high pressure that builds in from the southwest United States that starts to move its way eastward over the ArkLaMiss. And that will bring us a break from the rainfall. And it's actually going to bring that heat back into the area too. So yeah, if you like the cooler temperatures, Monday is looking like your best day for, I guess, your closest taste to fall for now, even though we're not officially in fall yet. But then we start to warm up slowly, and we start to dry out towards the end of the weekend and the beginning of next weekend. So, yeah, it's just kind of one of those things where it's like, you know, 1/2 of the 7-day is fall, and 1/2 of the 7-day is summer still. I just wish it was flipped around, because, you know, you want to see the summer, you know, in the beginning of the week, and then slowly get towards fall as we get towards the end of September. I don't know. It's kind of like
I kind of disagree a little bit, because I'm like, I want the rain first, because I want a sunny weekend.
Yeah, no, but it's just like the hot and humid. It's like that's the price you have to pay, I guess.
I'm kind of used to it.
Yeah.
It's just a part of life.
That's true, yeah.
So you live in Louisiana, it's going to be humid,
and
it's going to be hot. But guys, still to come on NBC 10 News at 10. One ArkLaMiss team is making national headlines for her role on and off the field. And Chris Demersion has sports coming up next.
At Highcombe Eye Center, restoring your vision is our passion. Pioneering new technology and setting new standards in cataract care. Exclusively at Highcombe Eye Center, we offer the combination of the precision of the Aura as well as the planned accuracy of the Varian Alcon Duet.
Cataract surgery with the Aura and Varian system is the next step in personalized surgery in ophthalmology. It truly improves the patient's vision and improves their lives.
Call to schedule your cataract evaluation.
I had dug myself into a financial hole. Bill collectors was calling me every day. Credit card, medical bills were piling up. My paycheck was about to be garnished, and they was looking for my car. I kept digging myself into a deeper hole. I decided to call Sam.
Let Sam give you straight answers to your serious bankruptcy questions. No pressure, no sales pitch, no gimmicks.
Call Sam for a free consultation and see if he can help you climb out of that hole.
I opened Parker Auto Body over 30 years ago. At one time, I had 3 shops, but consolidated into one state-of-the-art facility that can accommodate a large volume of repairs efficiently while maintaining the highest quality on which I built my reputation. I have some of the best employees, many that have been with me for over 30 years. There may be shops out there that look like me and some that sound like me. However, there's only one Parker Auto Body, and we're on Cypress Street in West Monroe, the one you trust.
On this big truck's journey, the driver faces long hours, unrealistic deadlines, and fatigue. Driver fatigue could lead to devastating accidents, leaving people seriously injured or killed. A big truck wreck requires serious legal help.
I'm attorney Bobby Manning. If you've been involved in a wreck with a big truck, I know what to do for you. Don't delay, call me today.
Chris Demersion.
The Saints looked excellent in the preseason, including holding their last 2 opponents to a combined 7 points. Fans could only hope they would carry over into the regular season. Picking up with with the Saints down at touchdown and playing the Bucks. Running back Mike Gillisley gets the handoff, but he fumbles a football. Gosh dog it. Tampa's Justin Ellis on recovery, returns it for a 34-yard score. NOLA down 31-17. That not bad enough. Bucks up 10 in the third quarter. Ryan Fitzpatrick finds Mike Evans for the TD. Visitors up 41-24. Fourth quarter, black and gold down 48-24. Alvin Kamara just walks into the end zone. Following a two-point conversion, Saints down 48-32. Under 4 minutes left, Breeze hits Kamara for the 6-yard score. After another two-point conversion, they're only down 48-40. Next Bucks drive, all the Saints defense has to do is just keep Fitzpatrick from getting the first down. Well, that didn't happen. That seals the deal right there. Saints drop their season opener 48-40. Gene Ponte with team coverage inside the Superdome.
Chris, this was certainly not the way that the Saints wanted to start off the 2018 season. Despite opening up the ball game with a 6-play, 71-yard drive for a touchdown, the New Orleans defense had no answer for quarterback Ryan Fitzpatrick. He passed 21 of 28 for 417 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Take your pick. We didn't hurry the passer. Guys were open. Third downs were awful. They had over 500 yards, so we didn't disrupt the timing of any element to the passing game. And too many penalties. I can't think of many positives. So
what makes this loss even more significant, it was a divisional ball game for the Saints, and obviously with the Falcons losing on Thursday, they were unable to take advantage of the home field here this afternoon. From the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, I'm Gene Ponte. Chris, back to you, man.
Gio is just a cool assignments. Cowboys-Panthers, Lightning delaying the start of this one for 15 minutes. Scoreless in the second quarter, Carolina in the red zone. Cam Newton faking the handoff, does the work himself for the touchdown. Home team on the board first. Next Dallas drive, Dak Prescott going back to pass, but he's taken down by Kawan Short for the sack. Later on, Panthers added another score. Boys now down 16-0. Prescott running the option, pitches to Ezekiel Elliott, 4-yard score. Cowboys now down 16-8. Last hope for Jason Garrett and company. But guess what? Prescott, turn away, guys, sacked once again. The 6th time today. This time the ball is fumbled. Panthers recover. That's all she wrote. Boom goes dynamite. Cowboys drop the season opener in Charlotte 16-8.
I think early on in the game, the biggest issue that we had was we were behind the chains all the time. You know, we had some penalties that got us into some second and long situations. We didn't get any rhythm going. And I think that was a result of the minus plays. I thought it was better in the second half. We opened it up a little bit more, felt a little bit more like ourselves.
Jaquise Dancy didn't light up the stat sheet, but his continued contributions to Louisiana Tech don't go unnoticed. In 2 games, the redshirt junior is responsible for 4 touchdowns. In last night's 54-17 victory over Southern, Dancy provided a balance for the air attack. He ended up with 67 yards rushing. That led the backfield for the 2nd straight week. However, he averaged 13.4 yards on 5 attempts.
He has worked extremely hard in the offseason. He's put his weight back on. He's just under 200 pounds right now, so he's gained some weight, but we're seeing the back that we thought he could be when he was a freshman. I think what he's doing with his yards per carry, he's a guy that we've got to find a way to get the ball into his hands a little bit more.
Hashtag Fancy Dancy. The Warhawks stunned Southern Miss 21-20. Coordinator Mike Collins, very nice guy. His defense showed up. The D was credited for a touchdown, forcing 4 turnovers and sacking quarterback Jack Abraham 5 times. However, the biggest play of the night took place in the 4th quarter with 20 ticks left. That's when linebacker Cortez Cisco, the South Haven, Mississippi native, showing out in his home state, picked Abraham off to seal the dub.
The defense did a great job tonight. Everybody came out and they played. Honestly, I don't even think to the highest level that we can play as a defense, but we played at a really great level tonight. We had to match the intensity, especially with people coming out here. You know, I mean, there's facing a great offense like Southern Miss. Offense, honestly, that probably was projected to beat us, but that's pretty much been consistently the story.
Yeah, Bree, I think he's single, too. Rough night for Grambling's defense in their 34-7 loss to Northwestern State. That unit was doomed in the first quarter thanks to the Demons quarterback Shelton Epler. Epler and his receivers connected on 3 touchdown passes. The offense struggled to get off the ground as the G-men used 2 QBs for the 2nd straight week. Jeremy Hickbottom, 3 for 10 with 16 yards passing and 2 picks. Alden Clark, 14 for 22 for 125 yards and a pair of INTs himself.
We have to do a better job of protecting the football, and we have to do a better job of stopping people and moving the football. I mean, we didn't play well in any phase of the game tonight, and that's just the way it goes.
Despite blanking Southeastern 31-0, there are still plenty of concerns for LSU's offense. For the game, the visitors ran 76 plays to the Tigers' 55. After outgaining the Lions 257 yards to 37 in the first half, things were different in the final 30 minutes. 3 of the 4 final drives ended in a punt.
Seemed like after the first quarter we would have a big play and then it would get called back and we would get behind the chains, 1st and 20, 2nd and 15, and you can't do that in big games. So we're going to have to be a little more disciplined on the offensive side of the football, and when we make a big play, we have to keep it a big play and not get it called back with a penalty.
Bree, I'm not sure if he's single or not. Hey, speaking of Bree, her along with Brian up next after the break right here on Channel 10.
In Louisiana, our outdoor units run around the clock. Because of this, coils need to be cleaned every 6 months to increase efficiency and eliminate elevated energy costs.
For more tips, visit our Quick Tips page at jillysac.com.
Honey, did you pay the rent?
Yes, dear.
Why are you throwing money away on rent when you could be buying a real home? A Smart Bee home. But we can't afford a home. Listen, the folks at Smart Bee Homes can put you into a real house with little to no upfront money, and they'll also pay up to $2 grand in your closing costs. And there it is. Nice, right? High-end finishes, modern amenities, and they're even offering free granite countertop upgrades. Smart build, smart bet, smart buy.
Today is the day, old man. Victory will be mine.
Bad chance, old lady. Just try and keep it.
At Mid-South Medical, we have the area's largest selection of power wheelchairs and scooters with 12 months, no interest. Race on over and pick out yours today.
The Vape Escape has all your vaping needs covered. Enjoy the relaxed environment and feel free to sample flavors at our convenient tasting bar. We carry the newest assortment of devices and accessories and have the knowledge and experience to help with any questions. So try and escape. The Vape Escape.
Well, I've always struggled with weight.
Dr. Gray has changed my life, my self-esteem, my confidence.
Dr. Gray does a great job in counseling with me and supporting me and encouraging me, and I've lost 185 pounds.
And I actually lost more than what I was supposed to lose.
I can highly recommend Dr. Gray.
I highly recommend that you call Dr. Gray.
Totally different person.
And it works.
Call Dr. Gray today.
Sports with Gene Ponte. Weeknights on NBC 10 News at 6.
Well, we're going to see rain chances continue from Monday, Tuesday, and then they'll start to taper off towards the end of the week into the weekend. And temperatures, even though they'll start off cool, they'll still start to go up towards the end of the week. Yeah, we're going to be back in the lower 90s by the weekend, so we'll be clear, but it'll be on the warmer side. So it's kind of one of those things. It's like if you want the cooler temperatures, looks like you'll get the rain, but if you want the warmer temperatures, you'll have to stick with the dry and hot, at least for now.
And guys, one ArkLaMiss teen is still on a high. Mississippi High School senior Kaylee Foster. She started the day being named homecoming queen at Ocean Springs High School. Foster then traded in her tiara for a football helmet where she's the team place kicker. Hopefully you guys get to see her. If not, you can go to our website to see her. She made the 2 field goals in regulation, then kicked the game-winning extra point in overtime. She's set to play soccer next year at Mississippi College. In the meantime, Foster says she'll enjoy being the homecoming queen.
Oklahoma can use a kicker.
Yeah.
I would be a good kicker. I have skills. Tell the people that I have skills, Chris.
Isn't Jay Leno up next, or Jimmy Fallon? Who's on after us? Somebody's on after us. Aren't they up next?
So you're trying to say that I'm going to be a good kicker?
Like I said, isn't Jay Leno, Jimmy Fallon? Who's up next on Channel 10?
Guys, that's it for us. Our next
5 o'clock in the morning.
Starts tomorrow at 5 a.m. You can stay up to date at myarklamiss.com. Good night, guys.